Hello people! Welcome back to Hitpoint In. Name's Raval. Today we are going to be checking out Giant Kings. A little bit late to the party, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Hello. So, the idea... I've already went ahead and created a faction, because the base faction was just... Oh, it was fine, but I wanted something else. So we're going to be going into the new map added with this expansion, the Eternal Dungeons, a realm once ruled by the Giant Kings of Merida. Its ancient underground halls waiting to be rediscovered. So, let's go in. I'm going to be talking about the realm modifications. So, continents. This realm is dominated by several large contested land masses. We have lingering creators. Giants and demi-giants are prevalent on this realm. We have crystal dwellings. This is new. There's a crystal dwelling present on this map, engaged in its eternal search for knowledge. So I'm assuming we meet these guys and we start building relations with them. It's going to be considered an independent faction, very similar to Age of Wonders Planetfall, if you guys are familiar. If not, the idea is we do quests for them, they give us units and technology. There. Then we have the Legends of Merida. This realm was once part of the fabled Giant Kingdom. There are fated regions present on the map which offer quest chains exploring the present and past of Merida. Gain artifacts when completed fated regions, which grant unique bonuses and can be collected to start impactful follow-up happenings or events. Fated regions are affected by Ward of Fates. Protected by a spell, okay, only when the fateful conflict overseen by this spell has been resolved will the warp disappear. Okay. Only some of the fated regions available will be present, leaving more to be explored on another realm. Oh, that's cool. Good stuff. Low population. This realm features less civilization than others, so free cities are rare. And we're also going to have subdued infestations. The wildlife on this realm is more dormant than usual, so we're going to have reduced infestations. I'm going to modify the map size to very large. I'm going to set the players to 7. And I'm going to go for a... We want to test and check things out, so let's just go for hard difficulty this time around instead of brutal. I usually play on brutal. I usually sweat a lot, but this time I just want to check out the DLC, so let's just go with hard difficulty, and we're going to go simultaneous turns this time around. Let's go. Do I want to save this custom realm? Nah, I'm fine. Hey Armed, hey Neron, hey Hacker, hey DD. Welcome. So, hey Shark. So the three new leaders that were added with this expansion and the already created boys are Fiala Tor Builder. So Fiala over here is a giant queen that's leading Molekin and has underground adaptation. They're practically similar to dwarves, but it's a feudal monarchy, so everything is happening around her. Then we got Flamich Fireheart, a fire giant that's leading barbarians. And then we have Singaith Sky Shatter, who's a mage, and he's leading mystic attunements. But I've created my own faction, because we're going to be going for a very specific build. I present to you Jupiter Thunderbringer. Everybody's going for Zeus, but nobody gives some good old time to Jupiter, which is, well, the god of lightning in the Roman pantheon. So I'm going to be going with that. Plus, he's in the public domain, so I can utilize him. So, all's good. Alright. So, our boy Jupiter Thunderbringer is a storm giant, so he's going to be rolling around grasslands. I've made him into a defender because, well, his Warhammer that he starts with, and the defender weapon for Storm Kings, is a sweeping melee strike, so they're very similar to Pyre Templar. So, I would like for my defender to be an immortal AoE killing machine. We'll see exactly how that's going to work out. I did try to check and see if maybe an immortal dragon build would work on him. In theory, it should, but I need to familiarize myself a little bit more with his signature skills, because they might not be as powerful as a dragon's, interestingly. I've also tried to play around a little bit with a ritualist build to see how it would go, but I feel like it would be a little bit of a waste to put the giant king back on the back line and not really participating in battle, so come on. There. We're going to be going with a defender that has a warhammer. We're going to go for Tome of Roots for a lot of early game sustain and utility. I've created the faction Dwarven Lords. These dwarves are your, well, they're a little bit modified. I practically gave them hardy at 8 extra HP, strong, so they're going to be a lot more powerful in melee, and ferocious. They're going to be doing a lot extra retaliation damage. And I've decided to go for Feudal Aristocracy. Jupiter knows that he can't manage a kingdom properly, and he likes the fact that, mortals can prove themselves and they can hold their own. So he decided to go for an aristocracy, where there are multiple houses, multiple cities that will practically carry their own flag and will take care of their own businesses, while Jupiter just does whatever he wants. That's going to be the idea. We went runesmiths because we're going to be having a lot of unit enchantments on our boys, and I went with perfectionist artisans because we want to start off right off the bat with a tier 3 unit, and in this case it's going to be the Liege Guard. So that should be fun. For ambition, I went with Shepherd, because Shepherd has been modified. Win a combat with only animal, plants, and elemental units on your side, and it's going to be giving us Druid, while Army Leader, animals, plants, and elemental units have 20 extra HP, and they have less unit upkeep. So this is going to be playing around the idea of we're going to be adding as much HP as possible, and everything is going to be reaching peak into natural regeneration, which we're going to be having at tier 5. So that's going to be our dude. Let's go. Let's get in there. Hello, units. I'm going to be streaming a little bit late today, yeah. Hey, Margarita. Hey, guys. Locating the dire penguins, we should. Initially, I had the idea of going with a aloof giant ritualist that just wants to experiment and create stuff and doesn't want to deal with managing a kingdom. But he does need resources, so he puts up with the other aristocrats' tasks and manial rituals and stuff like that. So, should be fine. You just watched the VOD with the Obadothan Duke defeat? Not yet see what up at the end of your today's morning stream. Yeah, no problem. We haven't finished that mission yet, but we're going with the Giant Kings for right now, just to check the place out. Okay. We start off with Healing Roots, which is amazing. And Call Militia, which is the new feudal spell that allows us to summon militia, kind of peasants, on the map. Now, I'm going to quickly explain the build, and by quickly, it's going to be probably taking around... it shouldn't take around a lot of time. It's fine. The idea will be, so we're going to be going with a Nature and Materium combination build. We started off with Roots for early game damage, sustain, and utility. It will just help us out a lot. I decided not to go for Tome of Evolution. Initially, in my thought, I was like, okay, I'm going to go Tome of Evolution. No, not Evocation. Evolution, where I'm going to be giving them Draconic Vitality, which translates into more HP. I'm going to be giving them Rapid Evolution Enchantment. I'm going to give them Youthful Rejuvenation. But then, I've noticed that this only affects units that evolve. Feudal units do not evolve. Feudal units get promoted. So the only thing they would benefit from would be Draconic Vitality. So I decided I'm gonna be getting Tome of Evolution way at the end, because that would be the only thing that they would benefit from. So I'm practically late game gonna be giving them another 15 HP. That's that. Alright. Now, let's see. As I said, we now have Tome of Roots. The first book we're going to be unlocking after Roots will be Tome of Discipline. The reason why we're going for Tome of Discipline is because we will want Mantra of Purification. That's going to give us a early game cleanse and a little bit of an extra heal, but it's mostly for the cleanse. And we want Inner Mastery, which will cause our units to be more status resistant, and they're going to be having 20% extra healing from all sources, which includes their natural regeneration. So this is going to be scaling up into the late game. Hey, Shdenko. The others will explain. Okay, afterwards, at Tier 2, I am going to be going for the new tome, Tome of the Dungeon Debts. So this is a new tome that has arrived with the Giant Kings DLC. It's all about maximizing your presence in the underground. So you're going to be converting tiles in the regions in the underground into dungeon tiles, into dungeon provinces, and these provinces will provide you with bonuses as long as you have adjacency. The thing that will be interesting for as a unit enchantment will be cave walking. And while we're underground, we're going to have extra defense and resistance, and while we're above ground, we'll have 10% extra damage. We're also going to be able to recruit clay, arbalest, chargers, and defenders, but I'm a little bit on the fence about those units. I'm not exactly sure if they're gonna, participate in our current play. But, I want to play around with this, especially if we're going to be a lot in the underground. If I feel like we're not going to be spending a lot of time in the underground on this map, which we should spend a lot of time underground, and I feel like Dungeon Depths is not worth it, we'll probably go with the good old-fashioned Tome of Artificing, Artisan Armaments, Siege Magic, but I've been promised underground activity, so I'm probably going to be getting Dungeon Depths. Okay, and then on the other side, when it comes to nature, we're going to be grabbing Tome of Fertility, simply because I'm not 100% sold on the new Bannerman. It feels... I'm not going to go weaker, but he feels a little bit off. Just a tiny bit. So I'm probably going to be replacing my support with a Nymph. But the reason why I'm going Tome of Fertility is mainly for the Nature Affinity, because we're going to be needing it later on. But the idea would be to get the Nymph, to get the Restore Land, to get Temple of Fertility. There's good stuff here. Let's see. How will the Bannerman solo heal feel? Probably not that great. Here are the reason. Okay. World Gen is random as usual. We did select the DLC template, so it's not random as usual. We're going with the new map that was added with this faction. Now, initially I decided to go for a build around Cleansing Flame and get Pyre Templars, but we want to play around with the feudal units and see how they do, so in the end I decided, I'm not going to go for Order, I'm going to go for Nature. So at Tier 3, we're going to grab Tome of Vigor, just for super growth. It's just for super growth. If we get an animal, maybe we get Empowered Beasts. And then the other one will be the new Tome, Tome of Geomancy. There it is. Tome of Geomancy. This is going to transform our units into elementals, and it's going to be giving us bonus abilities and dot effects depending on the terrain we're currently standing on. Also, it gives us access to the Geomancer, a new Battle Mage unit that I'll probably be placing into the second line because our archers are going to get obsolete as we go towards the late game. So, Terra Bolts and Geosurge should be interesting to play around with. In the end, I decided to go for the new tome instead of going for transmutation and see how the transmuter is doing now that it's been reworked, but we'll handle that one another time. Okay, And then afterwards at tier 4, we're going to be grabbing Tome of Prosperity for those juicy heals. And the other tome will be, I think, Crucible. Where is it? Did I miss it? Aha. This one, Tome of the Crucible. We're going to be getting meteor projectiles. We're going to be testing out the new meteor shower. It's going to be a good time. And then, in the end, we're going to be finishing the build off with Tome of the Creator. And we're going to test out the new Shaper's Touch, which will give us natural regeneration, extra HP, and lightning resistance to all of our elementals and constructs. In our case, it's going to be elementals. So, that's going to be the build. Let's get into the game. You went with Frost Giant, Tome of Cryomancy, and Monarchy Feudal. Sure, Shark. I went with Storm Giant, Feudal Aristocracy, and I started off with Tome of Roots. And we're going to be building him as a immortal tank, in theory. But I have to verify exactly how we're going to be getting charge resistance, or if he already has charge resistance just for being a giant. We'll see how that works. I need to familiarize myself with the signature skills, and then over on the left side we have the new abilities, practically Hurl Lightning, and that's just an upgrade for Hurl Lightning, which can kind of become either a Chain Lightning, a extra damage single target, or a stunning utility ability. We're probably not going to be touching that much, though. Then we have Conjure Animated Weapons. The one that I find interesting in here is the Stormglaive. Depending on the type of giant you're getting, Frost, Fire, Storm, or Rock, you're going to be having a different animated weapon that you can summon. For example, the Fire Giant can summon a Fire Bow. What else? The Rock Giant can summon a Charging Hammer. In the Storm Giant's case, we can summon a Lightning Blade. I'm not sure exactly what the Frost can bring to the table. Okay, and then all the way to the left, we have things that influence the item forge, and it's going to be allowing us to create stronger, more destructo items. Should be nice. They have different ranged attacks based on their element. Frost one gets to throw ice. Yes, exactly. All of the others, fire, ice, and rock, have the ability of increasing the hex damage up to 2. Only the Hurling Lightning Giant has the option of transforming it into a Chain Lightning effect that jumps to 4 other targets. Only that one. Hey Marcel. Welcome. So, that's going to be the idea. Probably when it comes to the build, I'm gonna go for Braced Defense first, and then I'm gonna go for Tireless Retaliator, but it depends what type of goodies I can bring to the table. Speaking of goodies that I can bring to the table, we have the Item Forge right off the bat. I've checked, they cannot utilize polearms. The only weapons that Giant Kings can wield are the Giant Axe, which is a charging weapon. It gives us Heavy Charge Strike. This Heavy Charge Strike ignores polearm users. It's not blocked by charge resistance. We have the Obelisk, which is the Mage Ritualist weapon. It gives us a ranged attack that does 1 hex radius damage. And then we have the Warhammer, which we're currently utilizing, or the, I guess, Warhammer Bone variant, if you so want to. The Warhammer will allow us to do sweeping strikes in a 1 hex cone. So, we'll see how that works. Wait, wasn't I under the impression that the Warhammer has a swipe on the first 3 tiles? We'll see. Does the AI have access to the Forge? It should. I'm not exactly sure if it knows how to utilize it. Alright, let's check our units. So we're currently rocking 2 Defenders, which are now Tier 1. So these guys, if we level them up properly, they will be promoted to Liege Guard, because aristocracy. We got a militiaman. This is the previous peasant spearman. He will... Oh, wow, he's actually free. Probably because he's in here with Jupiter? I'm not 100% sure. Weird. But they no longer evolve into anything, so we're probably going to be utilizing them in the early game and then transition out of them. Then we got the archer. The archer, if you're in a monarchy, where the other feudal culture, then the archer would evolve, or, well, get promoted, let's use the correct term, into a longbowman. We don't have that. We are going to be having these guys, liege guards. Giant leader dwarf armies. Appropriate. Okay, and our army composition will be, in the early game, we're going to be having defenders with militia as melee, with 2 archers and a bannerman. Out of this army composition, we will take 1 unit and replace it with a hero equivalent. And then later in the game, we're going to be replacing the archers with geomancers, and we're going to be replacing our front line with liege guard, and hopefully the new tier 4 unit from Feudal, the tier 4 knight, which is the evolution of the aspiring knight. There we go. That's gonna be our build. Let's start researching. I'm gonna right off the bat get Blight Blades. I'm assuming poison arrows are not gonna be affecting battle mages. That sucks a little bit. We might lose our source of poison later into the game. Maybe a Tome of Cycles would help with projectiles of decay. I'll think about it. Maybe instead of Vigor, we're going to be getting that, but I digress. What do we got? We got a little Scout. The Feudal Scout, if I remember correctly, is very good on roads. So we're going to be sending you to explore. Where are we positioned on the map? Let's see. Awkwardly center top. Okay. I'm going to send the scouts to the left and see what they're going to find. In theory, they should find a city. Then, what's this? A prestigious statue. An opulent sculpture made from exotic material, ready to adorn a ruler's residence and inspire legends. Moving your army onto it will instantly grant you some Imperium. Okay. That's fine. Oh, also they modified the experience gain, so now the optimal amount of experience will be divided to 6 units instead of 4, which is nice. Okay, let's start the fight. And let's see how we do. Okay, animation looking good on the big boy. Now, how does the Liege Guard work, the tier 3 unit? He's a tank that provides a damage absorption effect. He transfers damage from the hero to himself. Sworn Bond. Link to target friendly hero unit. Damage sustained by the linked unit is transferred to this unit with a 25% reduction. At the start of each turn, the linked unit gains strengthen. So that should be fun. Let's see, strike in a cone. And a 1-hex cone. I'm not 100% sure how that one works. Do you get bonuses for range or hitting behind cover for being so big? I'm not sure, I don't think so. It is a range 6. And it just requires 1 action for me to hit, so we're probably going to be utilizing that. I am going to be staying on the front. Ooh, the defenses on him are a little bit brittle. Just 2 defense, 2 resistance? Okay. So, let's check the lightning strike in action. You just grab lightning and you throw it? Okay. That was a bit slapdash, but cool. Okay. Sure. We're gonna set up the defenders on the flank. I'm gonna be positioning the Liege Guard behind, and we're gonna go activate that Sworn Bond and see how it does. I can cancel the effect whenever I want. Okay. Did I name him Jupiter? I don't know. I was kind of thinking that the electric strike will look like a trident, or just, you know, a spear of lightning, or maybe lightning strike directly from the sky, but you just have a awkward little ball lightning. Huh, okay. Gonna set up forward. Looks good. Alright, let's end turn. Everybody's now gonna go into defense mode. Jupiter is the Roman god of thunder. He is the equivalent of Zeus for the Romans. Aha! It does do AoE. Good. That's what we want. Why am I doing bonus damage to this guy and not to you? 2, 4. Interesting. This guy has the bigger defense. Weird. Also, Butcher's Cut. Deal damage to target unit based on missing health. The target has an increased chance to gain 3 bleeding, gain 3 sunder defense. On success, the ogre heals for 15 temporary HP, so it's kind of like a defensive strike. Don't think I have anybody that can break defense, but I'm gonna go for it. I want to see the swing. Okay. Oh, 2 attacks. Ah, that's why we do bonus damage to him. It's not bonus damage, we just have 2 attacks. This is a repeating attack. There we go. He certainly earned the name Giants. He looks like 13 meters tall. Yeah. By the way, that's a demi-giant. This is considered a demi-giant. Yeah. Okay, let's get through this side. Start slashing away. This guy's gonna be able to use Frigid Belch. Wow, so more like over 20 meters. Yeah, he's a big boy. He's a big boy. I'm gonna try to block the brewer. Let's see. I can get 2 shots with the archer. Do I need a healing root? I don't think so. If I kill the brewer, the butcher here, the enemy's going to be able to just go for a triple attack, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is. Wonder how normal size units compare on the map? I mean, dwarves. We're as big as his foot. And turn. Oh, didn't decide to go for the belching attack. Okay. It's fine by me. Hit it twice. Hey, we banished this under its defense. I wonder if the archers always had the Sunder defense on their attack. Can't remember if they did or not. Good strike. I don't think I'm going to be able to break... Oh, let's see. Yeah, I'll electrify you. And then I'll just go for the kill here. We're still going to get a hit back, though. Sucks. There. Also, the reason why I decided to go for the maximum HP build is because of the effect the aristocracy units have in battle. So as long as they're in a fight with a house leader, all of the units receive 10 extra HP. Which should scale decently well once I get some extra heroes on the field. And the extra heroes, yep, I thought so. The extra heroes are dwarves, so they will be mortal champions. So they're going to be benefiting the units even more so than the Giant King. Can I get Giants right off the bat? Huh. I seem to recall reading that you could recruit Storm Giants. Well, I guess I'm misremembering. Okay, when it comes to structures, we're going to be going for, let's see, House Hunting Grounds, Serf Quarters, Estate Hall. Okay, so the House Hunting Ground is considered the farm. Soul draft is pretty decent. Town Hall to Castle. That's going to give us access to the Bearman and the Aspirant Knight, which can only level up to a Knight if we have Town Hall Tier 4, so we're probably going to be pushing towards that. But for now, let's get a workshop rolling in the city. I've discovered Etherglow Mountain. What in the... Province adjacent to this landmark gain knowledge and mana, allows the construction of a conduit, the elemental attunement combat enchantment. All elemental units gain elemental attunement until the end of combat. When a spell is cast, this unit's base attack gains +1 damage based on the affinity of the spell and stacks up to 3 times. I think what's going on is that we're going to be having special regions. We're going to have landmarks that we can annex and we need to surround. Landmarks are a type of location the size of an entire region. Landmarks themselves cannot be annexed or claimed. Instead, landmarks grant effects to all adjacent provinces. If a city has a certain amount of provinces in their domain adjacent to one landmark, they gain an additional bonus effect depending on the type of landmark. Counts as a handcrafted region, meaning they can be disabled with the Untouched Realm trait. A city with 3 provinces adjacent unlocks recruitment of Lithuanian units. So this is how it works. Got it. So we're going to need to build a city around it, would be the idea. Aegis is a little bit far away. Contrary to the cold magic of the focus crystal, Litherite emits a pulsating warmth. Perhaps this is why the ancient giant kings picked this material for the creation of Lithuanian creatures. Even though those are fairly common, large clusters of the material itself are rare. When the sun catches the crystal peaks, it is truly a sight to behold. So yeah, we're going to be looking to build a city around that mountain, I'm thinking. So probably a extra city down here. We're going to follow and clear these 2 out and then move south. That should be fine. In terms of cast, do I want 2 militia in the town? You just missed the first fight, man. You're fine. Also, I love the fact that we are now House Jupiter. Lightning Lord Jupiter Thunderbringer. Okay. And all of my units have that little flag on them. It would have been kind of cool if they would also receive a different look, or if the flag would appear on their weapon or something, or somewhere, you know, a little bit of a heraldry. But I'm asking for too much. Definitely asking for too much. What do I need? I need an archer. Definitely need an archer. I have too many melee units in this stack. I need 2 archers here. Yay, I finally finished my first turn, guys! Woo! We did it! We did it, and it only took us 40 minutes. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, guys. It's fine. Okay, let's check the road. Uh-oh. Meeting Perpetual Sialved. A floating formation of stone faces addresses you. Sialved welcomes you, brother. I am Nyakthorf. We share ancient kinship, although our paths diverged eons ago. You've heard of elder giants who turn themselves to crystal to preserve not just themselves, but also their lore. We, scholars of the cosmos, keenly note your mobility, giant. Not out of envy, but out of utility. Like our Sialdrith sentinels, our wisdom can guide you to erudition. The stone-faced entity's voice is monotonous, yet not without hopeful tone. We, the Eternal Sages, will reward your aid. Nyakthorf concludes, you are eternally invited to our crystal dwelling to exchange knowledge and secrets. Inspect the settlement, offer aid with a quest for knowledge. Or farewell. Okay, give me a quest. Let's go for a quest. The Eternal Sages greets you from within their crystalline library in Sialved. Welcome, Lightning Lord Jupiter Thunderbringer, Nyakathorf hums. We predicted your interest in helping us. Curiosity and ambition define most Godir, which makes you valuable allies in our pursuit of knowledge. We chronicle and collect all there is to know of the cosmos. As we cannot leave Sialved, you possess the power to retrieve what we cannot procure ourselves, the Eternal Sage concludes. Will you lend us your aid in this quest for wisdom? You require 10 more allegiance to reach a stone pact. Okay. Ask the Eternal Sage for a quest. For a challenging quest. Share your insight as Giant King, but that's going to lose us knowledge per turn. We're going to ask them for a quest. Oh, okay. Third panel. Got it. Ensnaring Razorbacks. The Eternal Sages approach you with a request. We have an interest in studying and preserving the various creatures that populate the realms, they declare. One of the creatures missing from our collection is a Razorback. We recently discovered a nest of the Razorback nearby, a small monster den southwest of Aegis. You may capture the Razorback after downing it in the small monster den by using this Litherate capsule. It will perpetuate it within. You have to catch them all. Pokemon. I shall return with the captured Razorback. Holy crap, it's right in front of me, dude. They just put it right in front of me. So is that the NPC army of Sialved? Okay. Sialdrich Sentinels. They're simians that have geomantic crystallization, which we're also going to be going for. They also have super growth, which we're also going to be going for. They're mystic summoners, and they do have Litherine cores, which is a new unit. Litherine core is a elemental that it's kind of like a very small... Oh, it's considered a support unit. Really? Interesting. I thought I was under the impression that it's just kind of like a very baby archer. Let me see. When it's a target-friendly unit, while linked, all damage that unit takes is transferred to this unit with a 20% reduction. Okay, so it's a baby Liege Guard. It also has Crystal Reflection, and already has Natural Regeneration? My dude, what? Why do you have that so quickly? Fireheart Foundry. So, where is the city itself? Oh. Oh my. Oh, that's a pretty looking city. Uh-huh. Yeah, we're friends. Trade with the Crystal Dwelling. Yeah, this is exactly the system that's present in Age of Wonders Planetfall. They took the independent faction system from Age of Wonders Planetfall and they added it here. This is not a complaint, this is a major improvement. Crystal Runner. We can get a mount. Litherine Core. We can grab a unit from them ourselves. Gold Seeker Pickaxe. Third strike in a turn has a chance to inflict a Gilded on the enemy for 1 turn. Titan Greatbow. Shatter Blades. I understand, Shark. Yep, I get the idea. I understand the concept. Nitherite Scroll. Crystalline Knowledge Eternal. There's music in these crystals. Listen, what's this? Can only be bought once. So is that kind of like a trinket? No. The Litherine Core does not evolve into a better unit. it remains as a baby. So no, it doesn't have evolve, it simply increases in HP, it provides exalted resistance around them, it has a defensive ward. The idea behind this guy is you core link them and then you put them in defense mode. And you just use them as kind of like shield batteries. And they should do fine because of that natural regeneration. Okay. I am gonna go ahead and get down there and see what's going on. Kinda ran out of... Oh, we 100% ran out of road. I'm gonna have to turn him around. With you, I'm probably gonna start clearing a little bit southwards here, so I'm gonna take these out and then move south and see if I can get a location where I can put an extra city. We're gonna want to cook extra cities, my man. But first, I am definitely jumping on that small monster den. Let's go. Or the Liege. Liege Lord. The Liege Lord of this unit's house is on the battlefield. It grants 10 HP and 5 morale. That's adorable. Does this guy maybe have an upgraded variant of it? Or is he just a better tank? Ah, he does have the optional mount. Interesting. Maybe Juggernaut? Maybe Mammoth mounts would be interesting to get? Ah, later. Another time. Another day, another build. Gonna take one step forward. And I'm gonna electrify those Razorbacks. And then we're gonna look to actually, I'll just activate that, go defense mode, move up, defense mode, move up, defense mode, bring the militia to the side, bring the archers in here. I can somehow shoot beyond... Oh, I wonder if the giant blocks archer fire. It'd be hilarious if it did. We'll see. It would make sense if it did, too. Porky the Porcupine is coming in and just grazes my boy. Wait, which one received the bleed stack? Okay, so it was the giant that received the bleed stack. Understandable. So I wanna get in here and swing. That looks cool. Gonna go ahead and fire on the piggies. There. Finish them off with a defender. I've noticed that that the giant did not receive a retaliation strike from the boys. That's interesting. We would want to tie up that piggy with the militia if we can. We're also looking to protect the giant's back. Okay, that's not going to work out. So we'll do something like this, I'm thinking. Oh, actually should have added the Liege Guard in defense mode, because that would have increased their defense, so they would have taken less damage from the piggies. I need to pay more attention next time. There we go. I don't think I need to cast anything, and turn. Seems that change for crafting items is separate resource, and that is now needed to craft tier 3 and 4 items. That is correct. But I'm going to be saving my resources for a while when it comes to making items. Okay, that should do. Not yet. Let's finish these guys off. cavalry attacks. Liege Guard goes in and smacks piggies. Good. He smacks piggies good. That's what he's meant to do. It's kind of like a... Would I call this guy a baby Bastion, or is he on Bastion levels? Notice I'll have to check for later. I'm assuming he's a weaker version of the Bastion. Just ever so slightly weaker. Doesn't matter who gets to attack the Razorbacks. They do not have a retaliation strike. Just swing away. Sadly, these guys can't reach. And that's going to be another turn. I'm assuming the Razorbacks are now going to try... Oh, no, they're just going to go in defense mode. Okay. Throw some lightning at them. Right. Complete a quest for a crystal dwelling. Okay. Enchanted Mask of Accuracy. It's giving us accuracy, it's giving us resistance, and we will be immune to flanking. It's not a bad mask. The Razorback is successfully encapsulated within the large Litterite crystal. The small monster den is dismantled. The Eternal Sages have already noticed your success and commune with you from afar. You have done well, Lightning Lord. Their emissary speaks to you monotonously. We may finally study the Razorback and its behavior for all eternity. The Eternal Sages are eager to acquire the Razorback. Will you complete your quest and hand it over to them? Offer the Razorback to the Eternal Sages, or tame the Razorback for yourself, angering the bitches. Now we're gonna offer the Razorback. I do not want a Razorback this mission. I had a Razorback last time. I don't want a Razorback now. Screw that. Me don't want a. Blossomed Orchard is not covered. Okay, not occupied. Cool. Negotiation successful. We now have a stone pact with these guys. It unlocks the purchase of goodies. When can I get an extra... Ooh, okay. I can only get an extra quest for them in 9 turns from now? That's a bit much. So they're going to be consuming my mana to get what? Titan Great Bow. Let's, hey Animalon, what's up? Range projectiles, but that's it? It doesn't have any extra abilities on it? Okay. Shutter Blades. Okay, this one can add Volatile Charge to the enemy. And throw Shatterblade. Oh, it's a skirmisher weapon. Have you seen the changes to the Forge yet? I low-key love them. Yeah, they split the Forge in 2. You now have low-tier items and then high-tier items, depending on the resources you've gathered. Litherite Orb for a mage. Volatile Summon. Unit summoned by this unit gain Volatile Summon. Ooh, what's this? When this unit dies, it deals 8 physical damage and 8 lightning damage to all adjacent enemy units. Hey, it's a specialized weapon for ritualists. That's beautiful. Or anybody who has a Mond. So this is equipped in the main hand? Yes, it is in the main hand. Litherine Needler. Ranged unit with a ranged attack that applies volatile charge, draftable in cities. Okay. Wait a second. So I just unlock these? So if I grab the Litherine Needler, I'm going to be able to recruit these units now in my cities for the rest of the game? So it's not just a one-time buy thing? Interesting. Okay. Does that mean that if I buy this... this item can only be bought once. Okay, so we do get the item on the paper. Got it. And then Litherite Scroll can only be bought once. I'm assuming this is a trinket. Assuming this is a trinket that's added to ya boys. Oh no, wait a second. I'm misunderstanding this. This gives me +1 affinity of my choosing? Is that it? Huh. The independent dwellings are included in the new DLC? Yes! This independent dwelling in particular is from the DLC. Okay, what else do we got? Crystal Crash spell. Enemies in a 1-hex radius get booped. Crystal Focus. A unit enchantment. This is going to give our battle mages and support units a chance to add a volatile charge. Oh, to explain what volatile charge is, this is a effect that on expiration this unit and adjacent friendly units sustain 8 physical and 8 lightning damage. I think it expires in 3 turns. I'm not exactly sure how many times you can stack it, or if it's even stackable. Shard Lancer, which is a polearm unit, tier 3. Could replace our militia quite nicely. A Gemcaster, which detonates volatile charges. He also has a big laser beam type of attack. Crystallize Essence. Revive target non-Lithuran non-hero unit as a Lithuran of its tier. A victorious in combat unit revived can be kept for mana cost. I wonder if this works on the enemy. And then Litharite Prism. Your cities gain 20 stability if you have order, food, gold, So this will adapt depending on what type of tomes you got. And then the Eternal Pact, just the tier 4 variants of the weapons, right? Yeah, those are good. That's some good stuff over there. Good weapons. Eternal Embassy. Nice. Lithuran Simulacrum, Litharite Astrolab. Unlock the Eternal Studies in your city, which converts the city's production into knowledge. My. Oh, I'm gonna like these guys, aren't I? What happens if I declare war on them, and then I conquer the city? Crystalline dwellings are a type of dwelling inhabited by remnants of the giant kings in Lithuran form. Cool. Only one crystalline dwelling exists within a realm. The only way to improve allegiance with the dwelling is through quests. Having a pact will unlock several blahs. Once captured, a crystalline dwelling is immediately destroyed and awards some of the dwelling's trade items to the conqueror. So I guess you would destroy one of these if they maybe have a pact with someone else? But I'm not exactly sure if they deny, trade with anybody if they do have a pact with somebody else. Well, we'll have to wait. So I guess you would go and destroy them late in the game when there's not really a lot of time to do quests for them. So you'd rather just get some quick bucks out of it. Sure. Okay. I see. I understand the idea. I pretty much understand the concept. We want farm here. Do farms provide extra food? Is that new? Okay, we'll want an extra farm. I'll probably plant it there. Yeah, farm income 5, gold vein 10. Why is it giving me 20? No, it's only giving me 10. Is the tooltip bugged? I think the tooltip is a little bit bugged. Huh. If it works like in Planetfall, anyone can get friendly with the dwellings, I guess. Yes, but I think there was, if you reached an alliance with them, they would get blocked or something? Or locked to that just one faction? I can't remember it. I haven't played Planetfall in maybe half a year now. It's fine. We'll figure it out, guys. We'll figure it out. So, we have a few options. We can improve our lightning stroke, which I'm thinking mass chain lightning seems to be the best. Where we're just going to be dealing 30 damage to 5 targets. That sounds like the best option. It's going to give you the most power in the early game. Then increased single strike damage. And then stun, utility which can be useful way into the late game. Giants have all bullets as ranged weapons. Yes, they do. Yeah, I got friendly with all dwellings in Planetfall. Was never a problem. But on Age of Wonders 4, it could be different. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I remember the dwellings in Planetfall, they wouldn't like each other. So, for example, if you would be friendly with plants, they would hate automatons and stuff like that. Do I want to go for Conjure Lightning Blades? I kind of want to check out that Stormglaive. And this can be used as a tank. I also want to go for these. I want to go for so much stuff. And we only have 20 levels to do it. Disenchant. So I need to invest 4 points into this. Wait, can I grab all of these? It was quite hard to be friendly with all of them. Yeah, depending on your build, you would just go with one of them. You know, the one that's synergized with your build in Planetfall. Rune of Protection Storm. Okay. Rune of Power Storm. Electrified and extra damage. Rune of Creation Storm, we create crystal pillars that attack others. Rune of Command Storm. While army leader, all non-hero units in the army gain 2 resistance. I guess that's cute. And then Forge Master, which will increase the maximum infusion points in the item forge, so that's going to be allowing us to create the tier 5, 6 weapons. But that is a hefty investment. So I'm thinking which one to go for. Okay, I'll definitely grab Conjure Animate Lightning Blade, because that's going to give us an extra unit on the battlefield to play around with. And I want to see it in action. It should be cool. Let's go invite these guys up. What's the battlefield effect? Excuse me? Elemental Attunement. All elemental units gain elemental attunement until the end of combat. When a spell is cast, this unit's right. Okay, so they get Starforge. You know. You know what I mean. You know what I'm meaning to mean. I guess we're gonna have to... can only be used once per battle. I guess I'll just move forward and first hurl lightning at the enemy. What's the cooldown on hurl lightning? 2 turns or 3? 1. Okay. We're gonna touch the boss. I know. Oh, can't move after you've activated Sworn Bond. Note to self for later. Get those guys out of the way, so the militia to the left. There. There. And there. And turn. Now, I can summon Animated Lightning Blade at 4 tile radius. Look at it, brothers. It is shiny and awesome looking. Full action or just 1 action? Ah, 1 action. Okay, that would have been a little bit, you know. It just bonks the dude on the head. Just like, eh. Take this, you filthy casual. Ah, it was beautiful, man. It was just glorious. Just whack him. Is a cleric weapon from Baldur's Gate 3? I don't know. I don't know if it is, but it was glorious. So this thing has 60 HP. It's on par with the tier 1, maybe a little bit lower. You love how they tower over the battlefield? Yeah. To be honest, they kind of missed an opportunity to give them a ballista weapon. I wish they would have given them a ballista weapon. It would have a cooldown, it would do ballista damage, it would give access to the ranger class. It would have been interesting. In theory, they should already be overpowered, but nah, okay. I digress. Gonna be bonking again. I have no idea how this guy got poisoned. Oh, he walked through the shrooms. I see how he got poisoned. It's fine now. Activate defensive stats, and I guess the militia's gonna go to the east. The cleric class got floating summoned weapons in Baldur's Gate 3. Axe, sword, hammer, like the sword. Okay. Well, I guess maybe they got the inspiration from there. I will go ahead and activate healing roots on the defender to the left. He is a little bit exposed. Should be fine. Oh, they're going for the sword. Nice. I would love to see more dark fantasy units, even if only enemy ones, like blind, very slow, almost immobile ogre who drags huge ram or ranged weapon on his back. Yeah. I would love more units in the style of... You know how creepy those season deer monsters are from the Tola seasons? More of that, please. Freak me out, please. With weird stuff. The Splitterlings are kind of, you know, going in a good direction. The Umbral Demons are kind of creepy. More of that, please. Dark and gritty. I mean, I guess a mod could be made like that. Oh yeah, just stab him in the back. Spiritual weapon has been a staple in D&D and Pathfinder for a while now. Okay, Criminy. Sure, sure. Not graze. Umbral Demons were a great addition, but you still find them OP. If I remember correctly, the Umbral Mistress, or Matriarch, or whatever her name is, did not receive a nerf. There. So he can reach. But if I turn around this way, he won't be able to reach anymore, and he's just going to waste his turn smashing into the animated sword. Oh, no. The Mistress. I feel like she's a little bit overtuned. But yes, also the Lost Wizard hasn't been touched either. Let's throw some lightning at the dude. Just like whop. You gotta do the whop. It's kind of sad that the Sworn Bond cannot be utilized on the defenders, but it's fine. Leech, animate, yep, put it in defense mode. It's gonna block access to the dude. He needs to kill the sword, which is beautiful. And that's exactly why we got that ability. It's tanking for us. We were talking about the Tyrant. Oh, no, the Tyrant's fine. And the fact that all those Umbral creatures get insane bonuses when you fight them inside Abyss, it's so tough and sometimes unfair. Rev has PTSD from the Umbral ladies? Not necessarily PTSD. Do I get her out of the way to allow the Liege Guard to smack that guy? So I can move in with the archers? And I think what I do is I do this. Do we do friendly damage? We do not do friendly damage. That's great. And the double shot. Beautiful. I think I have more PTSD from the Lost Wizards than from the Umbral Ladies. But I've heard people complaining about them. I've been complaining about the Lost Wizard, to be honest. Okay, job's done. So these are all of the regions that could be annexed that would be beneficial to the city. Probably going to be building a city around here. Would be nice. We just need archers now. And maybe some mana gen. The only problem with grabbing the perfect artisans is that it takes such a long time to build buildings in the cities now. Granted, we get the Liege Guard, the new unit, yeah, but it does hurt a bit. Lightblades is now online, as in researched. Hold the line. Friendly units in a 1-hex radius for 1 turn gain defensive masters and charge resistance. And I think this is going to be the go-to spell I'm going to be utilizing quite a bit in this playthrough, because that is going to be giving both charge resistance and defensive master to my boy Giant. And that's going to be making him an unbeatable monster beast. But we'll see. Having fanatical workforce helps with artisans. Oh, but that would mean that I would need to go for Tome of Zeal, which I'm not gonna. I'm definitely gonna go for the Hold the Line. Work insisted a mandatory 3 days in the office rule, no exceptions, so now instead of working from home being slightly ill, you'll just call in sick. Good job, work. They're really utilizing all parts of their brain, huh? They're a really big brain you can get. Okay, we're gonna move the scout back to the east, and she's gonna be following another road. All 3 brain cells, 2 are fighting, 1 is watching. This has been boosted. Yes, it has been boosted. I'm definitely gonna be going for the stonemason as well. You get to keep on going to the south. Ooh, a brigand camp. That should be delish. I'll move into the south and let it heal. Usually, the locations where infestations spawn are good city spots. Not sure if it was intentionally made by the developers to be that way, but that's what I've noticed. So we'll probably destroy this brigand camp and then build a city there. Now, I know that there's a strategy where you leave the brigand camp alive, and leaving the brigand camp alive while having knowledge extraction will mean that you constantly, or not constantly, periodically will be receiving hero units, you know, the rebel, independent, hostile hero units attack you, and then you can farm them for knowledge gain. We're not going to do that this time. Okay? I know. How dares he not min-max? It's fine. We're doing this for the sake of just seeing as much as possible out of this this DLC. Right, Jordenko, you have a good one, man. Now, do I want to call militia? Oh, it's kind of cool that it actually utilizes gold to summon. Well, I guess I would require at least 1, so sure. We'll grab one of those. East or northeast? Probably east. Still ready to call militia. Oh, I love the fact that it's showing which house they will belong to depending on where your cursor is at. So these guys are going to be House Jupiter. We get to militia boys. Let's boop them. This location will have elemental attunement because of the mountain. And we will look to grab this mountain. I think the idea here will be to try to rush them? You're using regenerating infestations, but it seems that they have changed a lot. Slow respawns every 10 turns, but it seems that they send raids far less often, making it much less annoying. Yes, they nerfed the respawn rate of monsters from 3 turns to 6. Thanks! Thanks, Bacon Strip. I'm clearly overcompensating. Yeah, they're doing that because it was dicking the AI a lot. And, of course, it was dicking the players, too. Nah. It's as much I can... This is as much as I can, you know. 3-turn nerf? Yes. Are you supposed to farm on your heroes? Patiently. No, it's not. This is the maximum size. It's not a gold. I don't know what you're talking about. This is it. This is it. Alright, let's get this party started. The animate sword is going to be useful because I will be able to summon it behind the archers. Not just that, they go between defend, recovering, and other modes much more, and while they're in those modes they can send raids. Oh, that's cool. Have you not heard of the Tome of the Horde? I'm not going for Tome of the Horde. It's fine. Summon the... well, not the electric counts. Summon the... Magic Sword. Ah, okay. Hiya. Did I just receive a reflect damage? What? Excuse me? Excuse me, what ada? Mana addicts, if no turn, okay. Oh, Inner Frost, there it is. Melee attackers sustain 3 frost damage. I think that's the first time I'm seeing it. Yeah, I know, sword is just showing off right now. Let's try to break some of the defense there. Oh my god, we just grazed that entire thing. Go, my militia! Go, my defenders! It's not a lot of damage because defenders. Okay... The militia's such a huge backup now. They're gonna be... I think I'm gonna be treating them as, token units. Sacrificial pawns. But yes, it is very similar to Call Militia from Warlord in Age of Wonders 3. I guess you could just buff them up and do a kind of like a rush tactic with Tome of Hordes. Okay. No, he's touching my butt. Stop touching my sword's butt. That doesn't sound right. Those archers are trying to get away so they can shoot us. Just 5 damage? Okay. It's not really a lot. Also, if they added champion ranks, would be a blast. Oh, practically endless legendary ranks, like they have in Age of Wonders 3. I think things would get too overpowered if they did that. Things would be a little bit too hardcore. Oh my god. This hurl lightning nukes. Straight up murking those dudes. Well, I guess you do have Rank Slayer. We can cut. Oh, we can cut decently, too. I don't know. I really don't know where that damage came from. Well, we're just gonna go ahead and keep on slapping. Maybe they had lowered resistance. True, these archers have 0-0 in terms of defense. They're not the tankiest of boss. I'll shoot there, and then I'm gonna finish them off with the sword. I don't know why seeing this animated lightning sword on the battlefield is just reminding me of Alucard from Castlevania. I'm like, yes, this is why we're here. This is what's up. Just in case they want to focus down that defender, I'm gonna give him some lovely regen. Oh, no, never mind. They're just gonna go in defense mode and accept their fate, huh? Do we claim... Do you guys happen to know if if you claim victory here, do you receive experience from that guy? Or do you have to kill him to receive the experience? So now Feudal Aristocracy has amazing front cavalry. Where do we get battle mages and archers now? Yes, you do get it? Ah, okay, so I'm wasting my time if I do attack them. Got it. Explosion, Boots of Freedom, Lightning Sword, and a lot of goodies. Assuming I cannot utilize those, of course. I can somehow fit that mask on my face, though, which is cute. Sure. And I can get the Boots of Freedom, which is going to give us big boy speed. So where do I plan on getting range units? Geomancers from the Tome of Geomancy. We're going to get battle mages from there. Those are going to be our units. Yep. Also, yeah, a mount build would be interesting with this faction because the Liege Guard can have an optional mount. I was actually thinking of maybe removing retaliation strikes and giving them, or try to give them mammoths, which give them a lot of HP, or extra HP again. I'm gonna just have to try that out later. Should be fun. Right, so our ruler leveled up. When conjuring the animated weapon, you deal 10 lightning damage to adjacent enemies. Sounds fun. That sounds fun. Stormglaive sounds awesome. I wonder if they plan to give subcultures to all cultures. I think so. I would assume they're gonna go for that route. Although, I feel like the barbarians are in a good place. Not sure what type of subcultures they could give them. Maybe a mount-focused archers faction? Kind of like the Huns? What can Dark get? I don't know. We'll see when we get there. We do have Archons coming up, right? We have the Reavers for that, for the slavery-focused. Remember the Overseer? Probably want to get these. Who knows, maybe Season 3 after Archons? Yeah, maybe. Maybe May. Maybe May. Sundering Defense and Resistance is kinda good. Decision Paralysis. I want all 3 of these trees, maybe except this one. But I also want to go into the Defender tree itself. So I don't need those. That means I can go for Tireless Retaliator. Wild guess, but Archons might be in autumn? Probably. really hope they're going to take their time to cook it well. Okay, let's get the binding essence going. It's fine. It's fine. The animated lightning blade is already useful by simply being an extra unit on the battlefield. We don't need to upgrade it yet. Let's get Disenchanter for the extra efficiency in disenchanting items. And then I'll probably make my way to Forge Master. Just go straight for the big boy items. Afterwards, we're gonna go down towards Tireless Retaliator. Was this not... Oh, okay, build an outpost here. Let's cook ourselves a extra city. Long-awaited Archons is like Age of Wonders 1? Okay. Well, I guess the Archon DLC will be kind of an extra to the Order faction, kind of a rework. We'll see what they do. If I were to cook something, what can I... Let's check giant weapons. So we're going to be interested in the Warhammer. Physical damage. Not much. So that's going to be requiring just Binding Essence. As soon as I reach Tier 3, it will require Binding Fragments as well. All the way up to 100, so most likely at Infusion Point 6, which will create items Tier 5, it will simply require 150 and then 400 Binding Essence. Huh. Okay. Otherwise, I'm not sure everyone shares my passion for story in games. I'm super into stories and lore. I'm all for it. I just don't know the lore in Age of Wonders. And to be honest, Age of Wonders 4 made lore even less significant, simply because it's so customizable. The idea is you create your own lore in a lot of the situations because of there's so many worlds. I guess Giant could use pike weapons as a toothpick. Yeah, he can't use weapons. He can't use pole arms, I tried. It does make it very flexible and open. Yes. Age is gonna annex another region. Good lord, give me that quarry. Good. And we'll want a forester next. So I'm gonna send the scout to the northeast. I'll send these militiamen to check what's going on down here. Since we can. Is that occupied, I wonder? Maybe it's a good thing that they can fill the universe? Yeah, it is. They can basically do anything they want in Age of Wonders 4. I don't think so, because they did pigeonhole themselves into the overarching lore of Age of Wonders in general. So, in all of the Age of Wonders, people will expect to see Archons, they'll expect to see the Dreadnought, they'll expect to see the Druids, Necromancers, they'll expect to see what's already in the franchise. They'll see Umbral Demons, they're gonna see Demonic Fiends, they're gonna expect Godir. So yeah. I just hope they never get to do the time travel. It always ends badly. I don't think they need to do time travel, simply because... Oh, absolutely. The Dire Penguins need to be in all video games, and they need to be evil. No ifs or buts. Guys, we have an extra archer. We have an extra archer. It's crazy. Send him. And I'll be requiring an extra one, thank you very much. And I'll be rushing that building, and then give me a stonemasons. Good. Mr. Militiaman, you're gonna keep on rocking. Not gonna lie, the Abyss Penguins, those things are truly evil looking. Yep. Yep, they are. They give me the heebie-jeebies. I think out of all of the Umbral demons, the penguin is the most disturbing. And I love it. Okay. So, now that we're cooking a city here, do I just move the southeast? These are going to be providing us with extra food. I'll try to grab the Blossom Orchard from the top as well. Is that a... If I move on that particular tile, do I get hurt? I don't think I've ever seen those hexes before. Necromancers need to step up the horror game? A bit. I mean, fleshy bits on the Undead Dragon are pretty cool. The Bone Horror is pretty dope. An amalgamation of skeletons. I like that. I guess that's that. I just end turn. Not a lot of going on. Oh, hello! Meeting the neutral stronghold. Finally. It's our city. We're definitely going to be grabbing this one. Give them a wisp. And we will take this city for ourselves as soon as we can this time around. I'm not going to leave it as a vassal. New Empire development. Found or absorbing cities takes -2 turns. Newly found or absorbed cities gain extra population. Yes, I will get that. It's a bit closer to the new city. It doesn't matter. I will expand this city northwards and westwards around the mountain. Stronghold will expand probably to the south and east, hopefully. Gotta wait for one turn. Okay. Let's move eastwards. Oh, no, 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 no. You can totally do it, brother. Yes. The towering blah-blahs of blah-blah are blah-blahing. Conscript them as labor in Aegis. But draft is blocked for 6 turns. Can I switch to phone real quick? Sure. How long do I plan on streaming? Another hour and a half, we'll see. No, I will slay them for the experience gain, though. We slay. Because I do want to get level 4 on the Giant King as soon as possible, because the signatures are, the signature skills for the Storm Giants, or Storm Giants, just Giant Kings in general, are still a little bit of a unknown factor to me. Slap some Electrified on them. Gonna move the militia forward this time around. Bond it up. Turn. Do love the look of the Leech Guards. We'll allow them to chew on the militia a little bit. There we go. Done. Keeping the giant a little bit on the second line, just until he gains the proper strength to be a defender. I wonder if he healed. No, he didn't heal. Interesting. Shoot there. Do I animate sword or just go for the slice? Just go for the slice. There. And then we're gonna tie up this guy, or bait that guy. Move up. Sure. No need to summon the sword yet. I guess I could have covered the defender on the left side with the sword. Sure. But now I can also do this. Summon the sword between them. Use it on the guy on the left. To be honest, I think I would have done a better job if I attacked with the archers first to get a sundered defense on him. Would have been a lot better. Send the militia in, but they're gonna take a lot of damage. Okay. Smack these guys up. Boom. You're fine. And turn. That's exactly what I thought it was gonna happen. Butcher's gonna kill it off, which is okay. Is it possible to play Feudal if you go full order tomes? Yes. Why wouldn't you? Yeah, you can totally go full order tomes. I don't recommend it, simply because it's a little bit redundant to go both Fateful route and Zeal route. You're better off just going one of the routes. The Faithful route, you're playing around a defensive hex where you're building around the Shrines of Smiting. While with the Zeal route, you're going for aggressive charging Tyrant Knights type of strategy. So, you know. Decide what you will. Good hit. Good hit. Am I not going to have enough movement to reach the enemy? Oh my goodness. I won't, but if he does attack me, he dies. Because pole arms. Oh, never mind. He's not gonna die. Well, he dies, but I didn't expect the belch. So what do you do? Will go well with the Zeal line as Feudal. Chaos. That could work. Chaos, Nature, Materium. That's fine. You'd have the tier 4 pikeman if you go Zeal path. Are you talking about the Pyre Templars? Right, if you're going Pyre Templars and Zeal, you can go Pyromancy and get Fire Battle Mages, which are totally going to be converted into Cleansing Flames all over the place. Works excellently. Bubba. Bubba. There we go. Move the archer here. I wonder if this is occupied. It is. Okay, well that was a waste of time. Mr. Scooty the Scoot. We'll probably want to start getting in the underground. Start clearing stuff out, if possible. Road still takes me to the southeast, so I guess we'll keep on following that way. I will, bound a city next turn. We're going to have enough Imperium. There we go. That's going to be having one extra population as well. What's the unit upkeep for these guys? Still 1 gold? Beautiful. Okay, you go into the underground. Have a peek. And you go east. We can annex another region, so that's gonna be It's going to be a forester. That's a knowledge stash. I can grab that because it has the blossom orchard. Yeah. We'll do that. Definitely have to clear that out first. That belongs to the city. That doesn't belong to the city. The leader goes and grabs that. Let's go. For the liege. For the big boy boom boom. They won't be able to reach us. Go to this side. Done. Are these the same guys where... they do have Mana Addict. Wonder if that's a trend on this map. I am tempted to just go for a swing. Right here. And then hit this way. Okay, let's do it. Let's see if they retaliate. They don't retaliate! That's kinda nutty. Okay. I'm gonna move through there. I'm gonna move behind here and go into defense mode, and then the Leech Guard is gonna provide defense from behind. Give me some healing roots on the guy to the left and turn. So now if I were the enemy... Oh, he goes for the militiaman, okay. Yeah, I see that. Decent damage there. Good kill. So then you would move... it's only going to be 50%. It's because they're in the bushes. Okay. So we'll just utilize the archers here. And then our boy is going to go for a flank attack. Holy crap. 40 Damaggio. Gotta love it. Let them take a hit, and there. A bit damage on demolition. And we got level 4. Okay, huge. Death Beetle, huge. Alright, Mr. Let's see. What do you got for me? New signatures. So, Reflecting Rune reflects 20% of the damage sustained by melee attacks. Increases unit upkeep by 10 mana. And it's going to be giving us Warding Aura and Lightning Strikes. So the typical Astral first choice. Critical Rune. Unit gains 50% chance to critical hit. And it's going to be giving us Inspiring Color and Searing Strikes. Okay. Damage Rune. Unit gains 15% damage on attacks. And it would give us Purging Strikes and Still as Stone. Could be in theory useful if we're going to be going for a Immortal Defender. Vitality Rune gives us 20 HP and gives us Light Strikes and Pack Leader. 20% damage against targets that are poisoned. I'm thinking of going for the extra HP because it's going to be working with our natural regeneration. I'm also curious to see if minor transformations will affect the Giant King as well. It might not, though. Guard rune. It's going to be giving us defense and resistance. We can also get Zeal going, or Shield of Faith. And the last one, Dispelling Rune. Allows us to dispel a negative status effect at the beginning of combat. So it's very similar to... Well, no, it's not very similar. It's exactly the same as Pure Defense. Only we're not conditioned to enter in defense mode. This unit and all adjacent allies dispel one negative status effect. It's kind of good. I kind of like that one a little bit better. Getting free Zeal and Condemn seems like a great boost to damage 1v1. Yeah, but the extra HP is going to be scaling directly with our natural regen, which is our overall strategy. So I'm thinking of going with that. Plus, our boys have Blight Strikes as well. We don't have to grab Blight Strikes just yet. We can grab that later. But also, this is going to be giving me a boost here. Now, if I select this... I can select all of them. Okay. I see. For now, we'll run Vitality runes. So, Rune of Protection, Storm. Resistance, Lightning Resistance, Status Effect, Immunity, Electrified. It's not going to be that useful for us. Good. Damage on attack, Rune of Power, Storm Infusion, 2 lightning damage, and a chance to inflict Electrified. Now, that's powerful. Sure. Gain 3 status resistance, and we can have Rune of Command, Storm, which, while Army Leader, all non-hero units in the army gain a 2 resistance. That's quite powerful, especially if we're going to be facing any spellcaster enemies. And then just gain another 20 HP, and we'll be able to summon Crystal Pillars. Or at least add that effect to items. Definitely want to get to the Forge Master. 10%, no, 2 resistance is kinda good, but we can always get that later. I'm gonna go with Rune of Power, Storm, into Rune of Creation, Storm. That does give me direct stats. And then we'll go Forge Master. Okay. Okay. Alright. I wonder if we're at a point where we can just solo stuff with the No, we're not. I think we need to get Tireless Retaliator if we want to start soloing stuff with Mr. Joopy here. We're just gonna start calling him Joopy. Or Yoopy. Yoopy there. Also, we can now grab stuff and start cooking, because we are more efficient at smushing stuff down. Let's see if it's worth upgrading our weapon to a tier... I think at most I can get 2 without the binding fragments, right? I would like to just compare stats, see if it's worth the effort. So, Sweeping Melee Strike, this is considered a tier 1. Rune of Power, Storm. And now it's considered a tier 2, so now it's 16 damage and 2 electric. If I were to remove this, it would be 14. If I were to add Retaliator, it would be 14. It's still considered a tier 1. Oh. Because this doesn't cost... Because Retaliator doesn't cost 2 infusion points. I see. 10 critical strike chance. Okay, that's bringing it to 16. Got it. Okay, and currently I'm rocking this weapon at 18. 18. Is it because it scales with the passives that I got? The 10% damage on attack? That must be it, right? I think that's it. And that's why it's showing 18 there. It would be 18 if I were to equip another Warhammer, I'm assuming. Okay, anything else that we can find that would be useful at tier 1 or 2? Let's check shields. Damage reflect, so at most I can get 3 infusion points. Got it. So I can get 5 HP, 1 defense, 1 resistance. Or 1 status resistance, or get that damage reflection, which is meh. And that's gonna be, I think, worse the longer the game goes and the stronger your hero gets. Although it's 20% reflect all damage, which is pretty interesting. Okay. Two-handed. Rune of Power. Not bad. Polearm. Rune of Power. Same shtick. Crossbow. Ooh, actually, let's check Mage Lock. So Mage Lock now has Fire Heavy Mage Lock and Snapshot Heavy Mage Lock. Rune of Power would be bringing it to decent ranks. Also, you can add an extra goodie on the gun now. Good night to you too, Yonuts. Thank you for dropping by. Magical Orb, same shtick, right? Anything interesting on the staff? Heal Magic Missile, spawn Hatchling. Okay. Alright, let's check gear. Accuracy, HP, resistances. Any interesting chest piece? Nothing without magic material. Any interesting legs? Nope. Ooh, ring? Windshield. Okay, windshield's not bad. Wind barrier would be great, but windshield is not bad, and you can actually get it now. That's not a bad ring. Okay, that's a good item that you can actually invest. If you're just swimming in binding essence, I guess that's a good one. We can now slap Rune of Creation Storm. Is still full status resistant in the game? Let's see. That's actually a good idea. Yep, status effect immunity is still in the game. You get 3 tranquility pools and you got it. And it doesn't require you to be a Giant King to get one, which is quite important. Actually, that's actually huge. I'm not seeing a 5 cost. Okay, what about trinkets? Umbral Melody casting points. Rune of Command Frost. Ah, you create a trinket with that. I see. So fire is going to give 20% crit chance. Nice. 10% extra damage. Rune of Frost. While army leader, all non-hero units have a 1 negative status effect dispelled at the start of the turn. Oh, that's huge! Oh, that's so sexy. You don't need a cleanse anymore. And then for Storm, it's just a resistance, all of it on the defensive side. Actually, the Storm is a little bit on the weaker one. Okay. And that's a... 1 second. Wait a goddamn second. Excuse me. Excuse me. Is that a tier 2? Wait, that's a tier 2 trinket you can get. It's a tier 2 trinket. This is going to cost you 100 binding essence. And you get it instantly? Nuh-uh. There's no turn. You just get it. Holy crap. No. Video game, stop. Stop it, video game. What are you doing? So, from the moment you get the item forge, and, okay, I guess this only works on giants, You, in theory, if you have a fire giant, you could just get 20% crit on all of your boys. It's all non-hero units, but still, that's mighty fun. Okay, anything else besides Trinkies? What's with this? Right, let's replay. Okay. Is there anything that I would like to get now, or do I just wait it out? So this is going to take nothing. This is going to take a turn. So infusion point 2 will be instantaneous. Infusion point 3 will take 1 turn. Infusion point 4 will take 2 turns, and then 5 will probably take 3, and 6 will probably take 4. Okay. Got it. They shaved off 1 turn, I think, off of all of the goodies. I'm not going to be getting anything just yet. Bring that archer in there. Gonna start clearing this area out and then go southeast. Do we want to maybe cook? Seeing a mage tree. Ooh, good place for a city here. Hey Spectre, checking out the Giant Kings DLC. How are you doing? Alright. Anything that I want to build? Nope. That's fine. City's gonna be ready in 1 turn. Or gooch. Just finished playing Project Zomboid? Nice. When do I get a new hero? In 3 turns for now. Oh, I've been busy. Conduit. Wait, what? I can build the conduit simply because I'm near Etherglow Mountain? Yeah, allows the construction of a conduit. That's mighty cool. Oh, that's awesome. And the quarry will still give me knowledge and mana for it. That is a nice landmark, yeah, I agree. Farm and orchard. Farm income 10. You see, there's a bug, guys. There's a bug. The tooltip over there, it's showing you extra stats that you don't have. It's not supposed to say 15-10, it's supposed to say 10-5. Right? Am I crazy? Okay, okay, so let's see. If that is correct, food is gonna rise up to 45. If it's incorrect and I'm right and it's a bug, that is gonna raise to 40. Not even, it's 39. But it's because of the population. It says 10, 5, and then other bonuses top is total. Hello, Stratigamo. Yeah, I've noticed it as well. It's a bug. Definitely a bug. But yeah, we wanted a farm there, so that's fine. And then we'll probably expand northwards around the Moontyne. Got hold the line. Oh, that's gonna be great. Call to Glory. For 3 turns, all friendly units on the battlefield. All of them. Get +5 morale at the start of your turn. So that's gonna be a 15 morale boost. But no, I want poison arrows for now. Summon Storm Runesteel. Do AI pick ridiculous races in skirmish? They randomly pick. Gabule. They randomly pick races. And they'll pick from the existing list, or they'll randomly generate one, or they'll grab from other missions and stuff. But only from missions that you went through. I forgot about this spell, Summon Storm Runesteel. Summons a storm rune seal on the target surface province, which will appear on an empty hex and terraform surrounding provinces every turn. Every turn, a surface province within 2 provinces radius of this structure will gain a river, and it will lose Ashland, Chasm, and Gloom. Do I want that? I guess this is grassland and forest. The territory is kinda the one I like anyway, right? Oh, I think it needs to be... Right, I think it needs to have a river. Let me check and make sure. Something giant. Ruler. Lava walk. Leech Lord, that's not it. I wonder where do I see that? Giant King Governor, is it in there? No. Maybe I check in the tome? Giant, okay. Let's check a G for George. Gold Governor, Grievance Hero. Nope. We ain't got it, coach. You do see it at character creation. But if I remember correctly, if the territory has a river running through it, it will give you extra goodies. So sure, let's check it out. It does have an upkeep of 5. I wonder if you just destroy it eventually. We'll just sit out. It's fine. Okay. So 2 archers with you. And then Liege Guard, Defender, and Militia Boy with you. Let's move. They're going to heal up. Defender is going to move to Aegis. It would be interesting to allow you to switch houses for a price. I'm not exactly sure how that would work. I'll definitely get workshop. I'm going to start cooking, and I'm going to be getting a hero in 3 turns from now. Sure. High Ridge. Ether Glow Mountains. I mean, we're just going to call it Ether Glow. Oh, just call it Ether Glow. Yeah, that's a perfect name for the city. There. You keep going east. See what you can find. You're gonna probably come back north and move to the southwest. Iron deposit, what? Guys, interesting. It seems that costs extra movement to pass through. This is a new type of tile. Okay. Goody goody. Mage Tower. Yeah, this would be a good spot for an extra city. Abso-freaking-lutely. Yep. And we'll probably want to turn this into grassland and stuff. So I wonder what it's going to do. Also, does it replace a already existing building on the tile? This spell, I want to see. On the surface province. So every turn, a surface province within 2 province radius of the structure gains a river and loses Ashland, Chasm, and Gloom. Okay. Rush. Get another one. Can we engage in glorious combat? I could. But nah, not needed. Just yet. It's kind of shitty that, okay, eventually I'm gonna have heroes that are not gonna be lords of a city, in theory. So maybe they're going to be the ones to utilize these units. Or maybe they're going to utilize these units... Unit belonging to a feudal house gain power from their liege lord's renown and presence on the battlefield, so they don't necessarily have to be in the same army. Cool. So they can just be a second stack to help out the main. Okay, we'll run it like that. End turn. New Empire development. What do we got? Unlock the ability for units to embark and use vessels. And outposts cost less gold. Founding and upgrading cost less gold. Give me basic seafaring for now. Rune steel. Empty hex. Terraform surrounding provinces. Screw it. Let's see what happens. Okay. I guess we're gonna start slapping rivers around. Let's see how it does. Light Blades will cost me 2 per unit. 6 units, 12 mana. I can run it, but I'm not gonna be able to run anything else afterwards. Wait on it. Don't get it yet. Oi. 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 Oi, 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 oi. Oi, oi. Move here. Archer comes in. You boys move back to the capital, because you're going to be part of the next stack. You kick ass. Zealots and Entwined Thralls. Sure. I got this. Lightning increased accuracy. Ah, because we have the mask. Let's hit Zealots because they don't have a lightning resistance. If I remember correctly, the Thralls do. Yes, they do have a 4. Lightning resistance. We're gonna go here. Activate Sworn Bond. Defense mode. Move the militia to the left. And then archers are ready. Kidding my big boy, huh? Oh, looking forward to getting that Tome of Discipline and get some of the cleanses going. Alright, let's fire away. No Sunder. 22%. Okay. Fine. Don't think I'm gonna call in Animate Sword. I'll just slap. Aha! The dude on the main tile is the only one who to retaliate. Got it. Hmm, 65%. I guess they have extra dodge. Ah, they have quick reflexes. That explains it. Why my archers can't aim properly. Hold the line, costs 10 mana. Yeah, that works. Sure. Does it do anything else? Oh yeah, it gives everybody charge resistance. Might mean that I don't really need militia anymore? We're a little bit poissoned, bit eating that bad fish. Good. Think they missed a bit. What's that hammer thing? Ah, the defensive master. Okay, so that's the look of the icon. Got it. Shoot there. Animate anime sword. Might have not have been needed. Yeah, Mr. Jupiter here is he's been bulking. He's definitely been bulking. Therathil. Probably want to move in there. That's going to be a 2. Uh-huh. It's going to have to move further up. Just so this other archer can get a shot in. And then we'll want to probably cast Healing Roots on those militia to remove those poison stacks. Yeah. Give him a hug. There. Good crit. Hey, crit actually kills them off. That's beautiful. Big slap there. And then Jupiter decided to slap him with some lightning. The lightning doesn't even electrocute, it just does kinetic damage, just like slaps them away. $76 food, and we now have Juggernaut Greaves. Yeah, we're already a Juggernaut. We don't need them Greaves. You're just gonna annex another region. So we got farm, forester, quarry. I need an extra quarry now. That is indeed 10 because we're a giant king governor. Okay. That's gonna give me +1 food and +1 mana because we're storm giants. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Give me a quarry there. I'm gonna start going a little bit more all in on the quarries. Produce that. Give me shrine or library. Both are good. Give me shrine for now. I'm hurting for mana. We'll roll that. When it comes to heroes, I'm going to be getting my second hero in 2 turns. I really hope he gets a cool flag. It's a flag. What am I looking at? Jesus. Looking at a big boy map, that's what I'm looking at. Definitely want to touch that watchtower. And then you, sir. Can you maybe find... Hey, you did! That's amazing! You found pastures. Yeah, this place is definitely waiting to become a city. We're gonna get that mage tower. Sorry, the glass tree. We're gonna get that mage tower to the east. This is gonna be great. Great. Do I want to summon Storm Rune Steel to the southwest? No. We are hurting for mana, so let's just wait on that. We did it, guys. It put a river here, which is giving us 1 extra food and mana. I guess that's cute. Poison arrows are ready to go. Vine Prison can come in clutch, but do I want to invest 5 turns into that now? What other stuff do we got in the tome? I mean, I don't want Entwined Thrall. We have enough shield units. Okay, give me Vine Prison. It can be useful. Those units are going to remain as a second stack, I'm thinking. Knowledge Stash? Double knowledge stash? Mmm. Delicious. Archers coming in. Get them. Conscript them as laborers. That's gonna instantly finish the shrine. No, slay them all. We want the experience. We want to level up our boy. Okay, zap his pants off. No, reset. I need you here, you here. Sworn bond, archers behind. There we go. And turn. Let them come. Ba-dum. Animate anime sword. There. We're gonna give that guy something to chew on. And then Archie, the archers are just gonna go to town. Nah, we still gotta head back. That sucks. Move in here. Defense mode. Archer gets to move forward and shoots the big guy. Okay. Takes out the sword, understandable. And then I take out the big guy. I guess it would be copyright infringement if he would just, you know, raise his weapon and then call in a lightning strike from the skies. It would be cooler. But maybe I'm just wishing for too much. That's why I keep saying, that's why I keep telling Triumph to give their animation studio a raise and expand it, and give them love. Sweet, sweet love. I wonder if I'm wasting my time leveling this guy up. I mean, he'll have decent retaliation damage, and it's going to be a while until I get extra polearm units, so sure. Sure. Alignment has been changed. I am now a bit evil. It is what it is. Chill right there. You get to move actually northwest. Reach that watchtower, and then you're gonna regroup with the main stack. You get this. Beautiful. Oh, hello! The Dragon Spine. Gazing up at the remnants of what once was a majestic horde, one cannot help but contemplate the dragon that fell here, and his destructive rivalry with the giants. See how even the bones seem to still protect its treasure. As the wind howled through the peaks, I swear I could hear the dragon's ancient roar still. Okay, so if we start building around this landmark, the provinces next to it will provide extra gold. The Ancient Draconic Frenzy combat enchantment is active. All dragon units gain Frenzy until the end of combat. If I grab all of them? A city with 3 provinces adjacent to this landmark gain unlocks recruitment of tier 4 and 5 dragon. Excuse you? What? I can just get dragons? That's nuts. Okay. We need a city there. I need so many cities. I think I'm only going to be investing in cities now. I mean, I don't need dragons, but... it's dragons. Either glow can grab extra goodies. Everyone needs dragons? Maybe. Treasure quarry is going to be useful. Ooh, grabbing that iron deposit might be glorious too. It would be better for us to grab it than Stronghold. I mean, Stronghold's eventually going to be my city, so it doesn't really matter who grabs it. It's fine. 6 turns until workshop is boosted. I think we're going to be having an extra population, so give me quarry there. There. And this thing will give us world map casting points and combat casting points. Once we have 3 provinces adjacent to this landmark. It's also going to allow us to recruit Lithuanian units. Okay. So I don't have to buy that. Right, we captured this. I'm going to keep moving. Maybe I'm even going to go and grab that chest. You are good here. Definitely want a city in this area. Let's keep sending you east. You discovered the dragon spine. I know. Yes, we've noticed it. Definitely noticed it. Potion arrows is going to be huge-ish. Some of the ranged units. I wonder how this is going to look after 1 turn with an extra bridge. It might be useful to grab one here as well. We'll wait on it. Yep, it added a river to that tile to the north. Okay. Hero can join. What do we got? We got a Spellblade, a Defender, and the Death Knight. Man. Kinda wanted a Ritualist. Do I shuffle for it? And I failed. Trollkin Governor. I think that's new. Each Forester grants stability. Each Forester grants draft, and you may recruit Butcher Ogres and Brewer Ogres. At Renown level 3, you can get River Trolls. Okay. And at Renown level 4, you get Swamp Trolls. Cool. They do have poison bolts. They will work with our blight blades if we want to. But do I want a Trollkin Governor that close? And we're not going to be having any foresters in the area. Agricultural Governor. Each farm grants extra food. We do want on location to grow. Nautical Governor. Okay, I'll take you. Can't believe I'm saying this, but a Nautical Governor will be useful here. Let's set up Ladria. House Gauntrip has been founded. Let's edit the house. Yes. So let's make them... I do like the fact that you can select the color. Gauntrip of Etherglow. Oh, nice. Color-wise... I guess we go blue because they're water. Holy crap, you can select so many flags. Okay, order? Do you guys have a anchor? Or a ship or something? Where would... Oh, maybe in the Materium. Oh no, nature we might find an anchor. Yeah, there's a trident over there. Hey, there it is. Okay, it's gonna be that. With... white, but the main city already has white. Let's give it yellow. Yeah, good. Crowlin, Red Swan, Rivial, Lakedell, Rivial, Robin, Orsia, Overhill, Wolf Shield. House name... Well, it's the City of Ether Glow, so let's go the Ether Helm. Huh? Sure. Yeah, that sounds cool. We're gonna go House Ether Helm. Nice. Good. So now she's gonna be needing her own units. I'm assuming I can convert already existing dudes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to grab units from here, which slightly sucks. Alright, start getting archers. Looking at you, yeah, let's adjust her looks. Anybody wants to be my new, house leader, governor? Last name, what do we call it? Etherhelm. There. Beard style. Let's go without. Call me old-fashioned. Okay. Lady Baconia. Baconia Etherhelm. Works. Good. In terms of clothing, let's rock something a little bit more heavily armored. Oh, that's cool! Oh yeah, we're rocking the plate. Definitely rocking the plate, thank you very much. No, okay, I guess the new thing that was added is that? Doesn't fit the bill. Could work. Yeah, we'll go with the little thingy. That's fine. Hairstyle. Good, we'll rock that. Cape. Sure. Knight's cape. Lion. Cloak. Oh, I like that. I like the shoulder pads. Alright, we're going to be rocking just typical knight shoulder pads, and then armor color is going to be yellow. Just like the house colors. There. Perfect. Do I want the face paint? No, I don't think I want the face paint. Good. Lady Baconia Etherhelm. Glorious. Keep the lance going for now. Like a Crusader from Heroes 2? Yeah, kinda similar. And then... I guess we'll just be rocking some, House Aegis units. Well, actually, it's House, Jupiter? Whatever, what's it called? House Jupiter, yep. Yeah, we'll go with some House Jupiter units. For now, until she can get her own stack going. Kinda dictates that you need to build up military cities. But sure. We'll make it work. Not gonna be needing any extra melee units now that I'm looking at it. The militia could still be useful. Yeah, militia can still be good. Who the hell are these guys? Ah, it's the NPC army of Sjalved, sure. Bring those guys home. And then with you, I'm gonna go... Did we have to clear those nodes? Let's see. You're gonna come up here and clear this out. And they're gonna be marching to the northeast to build a new city over there. Here and launch. Sworn bond and militia in here, and then archers within the hex. Good. Yep, archers can shoot through the leader no problem. Move one hex forward. Okay, we got a kill. Let's go ahead and animate sword right there. And turn. This is gonna go for a... No, it just goes for a normal attack. I was thinking that maybe it's gonna go for a freeze. Okay, just fire. Sunder defense. Straight up murk them. Nice, with a 45%. Lovely. Okay, these guys are gonna be keep on walking the northeast. Guys, there's little houses everywhere. There's little baby houses. The place looks lived in. This place looks lived in as well. I would have loved if there was kind of like a, coastal thing going. Maybe some docks. You could have put some docks in there. Not much. Just some. You don't need to add any ships. Just some docks. Maybe some warehouses. Maybe they're going to appear as we level up the city. Probably not. But, Okay. Why are you giving me breadcrumbs? Why are you just giving me crumble stuff? Just give me more. Okay. You... right, you're gonna go and eat this. You are gonna go... Yeah, I guess more things to wait for. Oh, hello, Great Bird's Nest. I'm just passing through. Don't mind me. Wait on that. And turn. Don't feel like we need it. I don't know where it added the river. Oh, I think it added the river on the Aegis hex. Sure. Shrine has been produced, so now we're cooking a little bit extra. Shipyard, Fishmonger, Grand Wharf, Seafarers Guild. Men Obelisk is boosted. House Hunting Grounds. No, I don't think so. Give me Library. There. Keep moving here. We do have enemies there. I just hope they're going to be able to handle it. Bring you home. Grab chest. Ring of flanking. Yes. That's going to be great on Baconia. Because we'll want to crash. We'll probably attempt the Immortal Dragon build with Baconia. See if she can reach a level where she's just unkillable. So we'll want a city where I think this is going to be the spot. Yeah. That looks like an awesome spot. Run. Oh no! Keep running. I haven't met anybody yet. That's interesting. I guess you can kinda plan a strategy around the landmarks you find. Do you want dragons? Okay, you're gonna prioritize on building a city near Dragonspine. Do you want maybe... blah blah? Etherglow stuff? You know, I guess, no, not an Etherglow. Lithering units? Then you'll go and get it around that location. What's that structure? That's a mage's tower. Oh, are you talking about this thing? Holy. Guys, I think I found something. Go for it, Chamnio. Do it. Light blades, poison arrows. Save up. Save up. It's fine. It's fine. Can you guys give me anything? A quest? Hey, you can give me a quest. The Eternal Sages greet you from within their crystalline library in Cialved. Welcome, Lightning Lord Jupiter, Thunderbringer. We predicted your interest in helping us. Curiosity and ambition define most Godir, which makes you oh, right, that's the same text. Okay. Ask thee for a blah. Ask for a bigger blah. Pay the dudes to reveal a location of special interest. The closest uncompleted fated region. Completing those regions yields high rewards, including a unique artifact. That sounds awesome, but they require 130 mana. I'll just ask for a normal quest. Forge an item, Breeze Beacon. Oh, that's new. That's a new type of quest. Long have we kept the fragments of a breeze beacon, a relic from long-lost age. Its power is chronicled in legends. Despite their monotone voice, there's a hint of embarrassment in the words of the Eternal Sages. Alas, we could not repair the item ourselves. We understand you control an item forge. Would you be able to reforge the breeze beacon? Sure, I will reforge the breeze. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go sleep soon, so I watch both you and Hans Gruber play new DLC. Okay. Did you come up with the Elemental Regen build? Made it up yourself? No. It's a derivative of my... derivated? It is a variant of my maximum HP Lizardman build. Only instead of going for a Draconic transformation, we're going to be going for an Elemental transformation, and still going to be getting natural regeneration from the Tome of the Creator. So, it's derivative, yes, it's derivative from my maximum HP. From the same build, I also came up with the Undead maximum HP regen build, which worked nicely. Holy crap, you can actually position yourself up in here. Interesting. It's a big boy head. It's multiple big boy heads, slapped together. Okay. Do I need to do anything? Nothing. Do I want to cook extra units? I think we should stop. So 2 archers, 3... 4. Okay. And then those defenders should eventually become Liege Guard if we get a Tier 3 Town Hall. Okay. I wonder if they're at Legendary rank that they just automatically become the next tier. They should. Next turn. What are the feudal bonuses? Extra draft from food buildings. Force the item priest be good. Sure, soon. And with the aristocrats, we have houses now. Think of knighthood orders. And units that are recruited from specific cities will bear that city's flag. For example, units that are recruited from the capital are part of House Jupiter. And as long as they are in the same fight with Mr. Jupiter over here, they will receive the Liege bonus. The Liege Lord. They will have minus 10% unit upkeep, they'll heal faster, and in battle, they receive 10 extra HP and plus 5 morale. And this bonus increases as we gain renown level. This is so cool! Love it. Also, the fact that you can edit and make your own flags for each and every house. For example, in our second city, Etherglow, we now have a anchor, man. It's a ink. Give me farm. Yes. Gain the additional benefits from a landmark. Okay, well, there's another achievement. So now I can recruit Lutheran units from here? Cool, I was hoping for more, but World Life Regen is nice. Oh, well, Bacon Strip, that scales. What do you mean? This effect, Liege Lord, will upgrade with our renown level. At level 4, we're going to be having, I don't know, maybe extra 40 HP or something. Maybe extra 20 morale and 20 morale. It should get insane. Thus the regen build, you know, synergy and stuff. Why you gotta be greedy? Why are you acting like me with ports? Where's the spot? Aha. Okay, that's where I want to build a city. Got it. Wait. There we go. Because Feudal was weak. Feudal is fine now. I think it'll be fine. Plus, it's the only culture that has a tier 4 unit. Racial tier 4 units, man. That's gonna be delicious. How does it work with neutral units? Where you summon them. They will be part of the house of the nearest city. That's how that works. Yeah, that's why I decided to not go for a Flame Templar build. This kind of forced me to go in this weird military direction with all cities, but so I get. That is what it is. I guess we kill that. Then we're gonna keep on firing. Let them come to us, simply go in defense mode. Conjure Lightning Blade, cover our front. It's gonna keep it. No, just end turn this time around. There. Okay, they're all gonna focus the Liege Lord. It's fine, he's a tanky boy. Also, each turn while we're connected to that guy, we're getting extra damage. I guess I can finish you off with just hammer smacks. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta hammer smack. 50-50. Ah, that's because they're inside the forest, aren't they? Ah, we'll have to do it. Good. Are the giant signature skulls like dragon based on affinities or like eldritch, so unique and on their own? They're unique and on their own. Oh, no, sorry. Nope. I'm correcting myself. They're based on affinities, but you don't need the affinities specifically in the top right corner for you to grab them. So in that sense, they're more similar to the dragons, but they're weaker than the dragon signature skills. Definitely more toned down. Okay, that's gonna be fine. They're not gonna be doing as much damage. They're affinity based, but they're weaker and more similar to just normal champions, normal either wizard king or mortal champion rules. Okay. Good stuff. Getting tier 5. So for example, the one that I got is a Vitality rune. The unit simply gains 20 HP and increases its upkeep by 10 mana. And then the corresponding skills are simply Blight Strikes and Pack Leader. The same ones you would get if you would get a nature signature skill for a normal hero. Yeah. Bit sucky, but it is what it is. Let's get Forge Master. Good. And now I'm not going to have to worry about those anymore. I'm not going to be getting Rune of Command Storm and Rune of Protection Storm unless we're dealing specifically with a unit that does mega magic damage. Don't think I'm going to be upgrading Animate. I kind of want to upgrade to Conjure Animated Stormglaive. It sounds awesome. But I'll try to start going down towards Tireless Retaliator. It was like for regular heroes, except you don't need affinity like dragons. Yes! And the effects are unique as well, just like for the dragons. That needs to be mentioned. Okay, move giant here, build outpost, move back. Not gonna go for military engineering. I'm simply saving up the Imperium to build the city. Good. Divine Prison is done. We can finally get a new tome, and that tome will be Tome of the Schnitzelpuff. No, it's actually Tome of Discipline. Going for Tome of Discipline, specifically we'll want Mantra of Purification, Empowered Strikes, and Inner Mastery from this one. Not going to be going for the Monk.
True strength resides in self-discipline. Mastering oneself leads to mastery over all things.
Yep. Let's go Empowered Strikes first. Aegis Kinetics, another Regen. That's beautiful. Yeah, they built some rivers to the... Oh, that looks fudged. Oh, that looks fudged. Real bad. I really hope it's going to be connecting in a coherent manner once the other provinces are covered with rivers. Because if not, that's not gonna be fun. But, okay, just going extra quarries will be the way. Don't stop me now. I guess I forgot to clear these out. Great. Okay. Production is king. Well, that's what we're going to be rolling for. But have they fixed food scaling? In what way? Oh, right, I forgot to forge the quest item. Which is probably in the blueprints section? Ah, the breeze beacon. It's instantaneous. Cool. You forged the breeze beacon. The Eternal Sage have sensed your success and approach you again. You've done well, Lightning Lord. Their emissary speaks to you monotonously. We are curious about the breeze beacon and its potential. The Eternal Sages are eager to study the effects of the breeze beacon. Will you hand it over? Yeah, sure. Give it. We can just cook another one. We're asking if they changed it. I haven't read anything about food changes in the patch notes, so I don't think so. Also, we can now infuse up to 6 things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So now items will scale all the way up to... Oh, it's still considered an item tier 4 even though it has 6 infusion points? That's sad. You could have just called them tier 5s. It would have been cute. Of course, I'm not going to be cooking exactly that, but... Nixwell. Should we stay or should we go? Can we even take that on? I should if I just keep on spamming healing. Should be fine. We'll see how it rolls. We'll probably want to let them bite. There. Smack. Hey, bleed was resisted. That's beautiful. They're gonna run away. Apply surrendered resistances. Sorry, surrendered defense. Then 1, 2, 3. Crash there. And then finish them off. That's 1 down. 2 more to go. They're probably gonna hit hard here. But I'm gonna use the healing roots reactively. And I said I'm gonna react to whatever the enemy's gonna be doing. Okay, one for Butcher's Cut. I guess we're gonna be applying the same tactic here. It worked well last time. Hold. And turn. It seems I'm not gonna need to cast anything. If things are gonna pan out exactly the same way. Good. Then we're coming in to charge. Beautiful. Nice, worked out. We got a warg mount out of it, and 78 production. It's the same thing, it's just an aesthetic change. Bolstering mail. When did I get that? Rune of Protection Storm. Status effect immunity, electrified. How, what, where the hell did I get that from? They crushed unfortified obstacles. Meh. But yeah, sure, get bolstering mail somehow. That can come in handy. Can I negotiate with these guys to remove themselves? Mm-hmm. Deliver my ring of flanking for examination. Give magical crystals to make them lose... to make them leave attack. Or lose some knowledge per turn. I don't want to give them that much mana. For 6 turns, I'm going to be losing that much knowledge. Yeah, I'll leave the mana note for now. Okay, that'll do. Library has been constructed. Oh, no, I didn't want to click that. Shh. Fine. Fine. Get the Town Hall tier 2. It's okay. Just get it. That's going to allow me to construct some interesting units. Farmstead. 15 food income plus 5 food per adjacent farm. You are gonna go northeast. Third city is being cooked as we... well, it's being constructed as we speak. And... our negotiation with the City of Stronghold is successful, and we now have a pact of loyalty with them. I guess it can help out. We'll want to clear out everything in the area, starting off with that pasture. Let's attack the Spirit Hawks. They should have a lightning weakness, right? No, they have a spirit weakness. Huh. They do spirit damage, but they're spirit weak. Okay. A bit peculiar, but K. Throw it. Okay, Liege Guard here. Militia on the left. And then archers are going to be covering. Let's go. Have to admit, the Storm Giant does look pretty cool. I'm assuming they're going to dogpile on the militia. If they can. Ooh, nice retaliation strike. Holy crap. That was beautiful. Let's weaken them all. And then Militia's gonna go ahead and finish some of them off. Liege Guard is gonna do the same. And then Mr. Joopy. Huh. I think I just do this. And then attack from behind. And then I activate hold the line on these dudes to put them all in defense mode. They're gonna get distracted by my giant throbbing sword. And we'll be fine. Cool. Dude died from the electrified. Smack there. Smack there, and then sword goes for the kill, gets the revengerance. Nice. Frost shield has been acquired. Melee attacks take 4 frost damage. Okay. Should be fun. You boys. Probably to go take that, I guess. Is that an extra island over there? Oh, there is an extra island over there. Oh, there's an extra thingy over there. Okay, I feel like I should check out the Fog of War. It's gonna teach me where I need to go. Because there's some pretty formations up in here. For example, I definitely want to see what's up with that. Extra bones on the ground? Nice. That's definitely look prettier. Okay, road goes to the southwest, so I guess let's keep pushing in that direction. With you, we're gonna touch that. What do we got down here? Nothing much. Definitely want to set up a town in the underground as well. Since we're going to be going for that dungeoneering thing. Fireheart Foundry. That's Fire Giants to the Rally of the Lieges. Okay, we'll probably want to cook something down here. Eventually. After the city is being built and we clear out this area. Okay, let's activate poison arrows and then blight blades. Get those rolling. It is time. Yeah, the AI... Okay, so if they're going to be randomly generating rivers... Yeah, look, that looks awesome. That right there, that looks sick. That's awesome. Really, really hope they would prioritize on just keeping rivers connected and coherent, but I'm sure it's going to be needing some, tweaking here and there. Empire development, no, do not touch those. Because we want to use the Imperium here. Hello, Marianicus. Is it a good game? You're considering to purchase it. Yes, it's a very good game. It's a very good, high replayability, awesome game. I warmly recommend it. Marianicus, thank you for becoming a follower. Welcome to Hit Point Inn. Aetherglow produced an archer. Good. And this is now a... Do you need to buy all DLCs? There's enough content in the base game that you'll be satisfied with. No problem. You don't need to buy all of the DLCs. If there's a certain culture or DLC that you really, really, really like and you can't go without, then sure. Oh, also, this place... Right, this city's, buildings should change after this town hall is constructed. Oh, I'm looking forward to check that. Outpost has been founded. This will become a city. This is gonna now go into a stonemasons. Good. Militia goes west. There. You guys grab that. And then I can actually use you to start building up a city down here. It's not a bad idea. I'll definitely grab excavation. Although as a nautical governor, maybe she would have liked to be on the sea a little bit more. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. I see. Protection storm. Ah, it's considered a passive now on the list. Cool. With you guys, I probably want to clear here next. And whatever else is in this area. Let's start that fight. Prune the shrubs. Let them grow. A tortured-looking entwined thrall and its minions gape at your army. Warless, the vacant beings shuffle towards you, their limbs and features wrapped in grasping vines. Leaves shudder and bark creaks in silent supplication, but they make no otherwise hostile movement. Will you show them mercy or will you attack? Discover how to carefully harvest their vines and allow them to leave afterwards. We do lose some knowledge, but then Aegis gains a population increase. I want to level up. I'll prune the shrubs. Do they have a blight weakness? Or is it just the fire weakness? Just the fire weakness. Get it. So I'm probably gonna go for a rock, paper, scissors approach, and we destroy bushes. Okay. Activate Sworn Bond. Good. Those are information. Let's let them kill. Ouch. That's how many poison stacks? 3 poison stacks? Wait, what? No, it's just 1 poison stack on each unit. Okay, got it. We'll have to move forward and start attacking. Oh, yeah. Oh, that'll do nicely. I have Slippery, so I think I should be as aggressive as I can. How often do I stream? Every 5 days a week. Nice miss, I guess. Finish you. Reset, move here, attack that guy. Alright, that works. Do I want to add any regen on anybody? Sure, that's some regen on then militia just in case they get feisty and focus them down. That's what I would do. Oh no, goes for the archer. Those go for the militia. Okay. Acceptable conditions. Archers take a shot at those guys. Is it a kill? It's a kill. Beautiful. Big swing. Nice. Good job, Shamnio. You've achieved comedy. Wand of Healing. It uses an action point. I love the Roadhouse. Why do I stream? Because I like streaming. I like having company when playing video games, and I like teaching people how to play complex video games while also providing them with a relaxing conversation and a relaxing time. There we go. Okay, with these guys, I guess I'm just gonna keep on pushing to the south. Oh, look, a level up banner. Meeting the deluded Nikano. I guess they declared war. Okay. Yeah, don't listen to Bacon Strip, just play the base game, go through a lot of missions, and then if you like any of the DLCs or any of the cultures from the DLCs, then go for it, and that's it. There. Archers definitely need to go north. I'll need a second one. Ooh, right, Litterin Core. The Litterin units. Don't think... Nah, let's get one of them. That's gonna cost me directly mana. Kinda treating it like a summoned unit. But that's gonna be it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you guys like what I do, please hit that follow button. It's going to notify you when I stream. If you want to further support me, also subscribe. And if you're on YouTube, I have multiple guides and playthroughs that you guys can check out. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment, for it does help with the YouTube algorithm. And I wish you boys and girls a wonderful, wonderful day, night, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, when we're going to be continuing with this exact playthrough. Giant Stream.